Hey, how's it going? It's been a while since I've live streamed. I have been working crazy hard trying to get ready for Dragon Con. Some last minute plans came through, and I'm gonna go to Dragon Con now. So I'm working on some armor. Now, I'm not working on the Titan armor. I decided to do something a little different last minute, something simple that I could do because I ran out of time and other things have been going on. So I'm doing something from the game Saints Row. If you all are not familiar with Saints Row, it is a hilarious game, kind of sandbox in the style of GTA, but it's pretty fun, pretty out there. But in Saints Row 3, there is an elite military force, and they are called STAG, and they wear this crazy-looking armor. It looks like boom. Make sure I'm okay. Yes, I do. Crazy looking armor. Big, beefy armor. Super elite, kind of dystopian military. So I like this style of the armor, but I want to have fun with it. So I'm going to throw in a twist. And instead of painting it like that, I'm going to paint it the color of Saints, which is the game, or the gang from the game. So it's going to be purple, and then instead of the stag military emblem, it's going to have the fleur-de-lis symbol of the Saints, and instead of stag on the back, it's going to say Saint across the back. And I've got my purple shutter shades that I ordered, and I'm going to be walking around just having a good time, no cares in the world. So what I'm doing right now is here's one of the armor pieces. This is part of the forearm. Fits, oh, there's a little tab in there. Yeah, it fits up here on the forearm. And what I'm doing right now is you see these little white gunky spots. What I'm doing is adding this. This is a kind of a latex. Let's see if you guys can read that. Boom, there we go. So this stuff is a latex for masking. They use it a lot in like watercolors and things like that. But oh god, hit the camera. But what I'm using it for is to lay down where I want chipping in the paint, and then I'm going to spray the purple over that, and then I'm going to peel that off, and it's going to create a look of that this was metal armor that the paint's been chipping off of. So it gives a really cool, realistic weathering to it, and it has that depth to that layering. So I'm going around and doing that. Now the pre-work before I did this is all foam armor, foam floor mats. You can see that infamous foam texture on the inside there. And then this is the thinner craft foam on top. So this is, let's see, 5 layers of Plastidip, and I alternated between black and gray, that way I can see where I'm spraying. And after the 5 layers of Plastidip set for about 2-4 hours, depending on the climate, I did 2 coats of the Design Master, same brand as the purple I'm going to be using, Modern Metals. You can find all those materials in my painting guide. If you go to my shop, Reference Material, I go over all these paints and materials. I mention these guys a lot. I love the Design Master Metals for foam stuff because it has a bit of flex to it, a little bit to give. So what I'm going to do is I've set that on there. I've given it a couple of layers, usually about 2-3 layers of this latex stuff. And what it'll look like, I don't actually have a piece here, so I'll show you what it looks like after I paint it. So I've got that. And use the 2 forearms. And I've got this. This will be the chest piece. These guys will go over there. This big old chest piece. Then I have to quickly fabricate like a knife and some pouches to go on here as well. So this will be the chest piece. This is all foam as well. Started this on Sunday, and should be done with this guy tomorrow. So. Let's see. Yeah, no, not the power armor. A lot of people are asking if I was doing the Iron Saint. It's like Iron Man, but Saints Row armor. But hey, I'm not.
We're going to Joanne's.
Oh, I have to go there later anyways. So.
Yeah.
To get a bunch of stuff.
And you're stuck here.
I'm stuck here for a bit.
God damn it, Will. Alright, well, we'll see you.
Walk it away. I have the bell. My arm's in the way. Okay. Alright. So, I've got all these pieces. I gotta go through and add where I want this masked. Now, you can use this.
I'll leave you with this.
Oh, thank you.
My first stick.
sounds so dirty.
It was a failed experiment.
It didn't work?
It's all yours now.
Thank you. Okay.
That's amazing bread.
So you can use this. You can use Vaseline. I've even heard of some people using mustard. Which sounds a little messy, but I'm kind of curious to try it, so I might go upstairs and get some mustard and try that. The benefit of mustard is it's a little easier to see because all you have to do is wipe it off afterwards. With this, you got to kind of find it and rub it, and it'll take to catch it and it'll peel. So I'm kind of curious to see how well the mustard trick works. Right now, we're just going to do this latex on here. So I'm going to apply that. And then I'm only doing a short stream today. Schedule's pretty crazy. I got to go back to my apartment and catch the office before they close because I have more stuff coming in. I'm ordering all kinds of things for this costume. So for the undersuit of this, it's just kind of like a military flight suit. So I ordered a black flight suit, and then I have combat boots coming in because I don't have black combat boots. And I also had to order some fingerless gloves. So a lot of stuff I've ordered a lot of last minute. Thank you, Amazon Prime. If you guys don't have Amazon Prime, it's magical. And because of that, I got hair in my mouth. Oh god. What have I done? And then there's paint on my shirt. Okay. Don't put furry things around your face. That sounds bad. Hey everybody who's showed up to chat, how's it going? I am making armor from the video game Saints Row 3. It's stag armor, it's the dystopian kind of military. And let's zoom out just a bit. Because, zoomed in too much. Oh, I am zoomed out all the way. Okay. Let's see if I can give in the arm. Alright, there we go. So, you can see the chest piece here. And then I've got the straps that'll go over across the shoulders. And then I have these crazy big shoulder pads. So, not like wow crazy big, but they're still pretty big. I got this like ab plate that will go underneath. So this will end up going right underneath that, my abs. And then I've got the shoulders. So let's see. The wider is the back. And then that goes like that. Big shoulder pieces. So now the reason, just coming in, that I based these guys in silver was because of a trick I'm going to use to weather them. So what I'm doing is I'm masking it with this liquid latex stuff, and then I'm going to spray the purple on, and once the purple dries, I can just rub off the latex areas and reveal the silver to create a painted ship effect. This is a really favorite one of mine that I've started using a lot recently. No, I do not have a 3D printer. This is all foam fabricated. You can see the foam texture on the back. All of this is just foam floor mats. I started working on this Sunday, and about 21 to 30 hours, well, about 30 now in total. It's quite the rush job. Cut some corners, but I think it's gonna look good. I'm having fun with it. The whole idea is to have a fun, ridiculous costume. So, I mean, after all, I am wearing purple shutter shades, so can't get much cooler than that. Let's work on this guy. You know what? Let's try the mustard trick. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get some mustard. Alright, and I am back. So I got the mustard. I stole Bill's mustard. Didn't even ask permission. So we're going to use this little kind of... See, it looks like it's forearm, or like the back of the hand, but in the reference images they show it there. So we'll see how I strap it. Who knows? Alright, let's give this a shot. This is going to be messy. Remember, kids, don't ever play with your food. See, doing this just makes me want a freaking hot dog. Now, so that I don't have to risk getting my hand purple while I'm painting this, I just hot glue these little tabs to the back that I'm going to cut off once I'm done painting. And got these little clamps from Harbor Freight, some wire in them, so you can clamp the back, and you can hang them and paint them, let them dry, or hold them out like that. So I'm going to go over to the spray booth, paint this, and then we're going to see what it looks like. Got to give it a minute to dry. So for paint, I'm using the Design Master Metal Purple, same brand for the metallics I like to use on foam. I haven't tried their chromatic colors, so we're going to give that a shot and see how these guys look. I only use their metallics. So let's go for it. Whoa, that is purple. Alright, so here you go. That's right after it's sprayed. I'm going to hang this up and I'm going to let that dry, and then we'll come back and we'll wipe away. Might do one more coat, one or two more coats, build up the layer, and then we'll come back and then wipe away the mustard. And in the meantime, I'll do one of these guys, and we'll compare side by side whether we like the mustard or the latex. So, we'll spray this guy now. Here's what this one looks like, and I will say right off the bat, the mustard is much easier to see. When I've used the latex before, it's really difficult. Like you can see there's like a little spot here. I have to like really play with it and try to find it, and you really have to make sure it's dry. So that is a shit, there's hair in that. Excuse my language. A little fuzz dash found its way into it. Oh well, that's fine. It's weathering. Yeah, but I definitely like the fact that the mustard is more visible. So we're gonna hang this up and let that dry, and then come back to it. Check that out. right. So now the next thing for strapping this. Now I want to avoid buckles because I hate working with buckles and all the snaps and things. So this year we're going to try Velcro. So the idea, let me grab the back piece. So this is the back piece right here, it being the top near the back of the neck up here, or top of the spine, and these coming around underneath the arms. So the idea is that this goes around and will connect right here, and I'm going to have a Velcro strapped right there to put that into. So that is the idea, at least until it all falls apart. Okay. And then right across the back here is where it's going to say Saint. But if you guys didn't see it last week, or last live stream, I was working on these skull masks. This quick sculpt that I did, this guy here. This was the first pull kind of test piece, and this was the final piece that I ended up carving the Necronomicon symbol into. And then I ended up padding the back there and putting this leather strap there. And it came out wonderful. People loved it. They thought it was great. It was easy to see in, easy to breathe out of. Fun mask, really cool. And if you guys want your own, I'm selling raw castings on my store. If you go to Raw Kits, you can get a kit. I won't be dirty like that. I was testing paint. It'll be a white casting just like this, and it'll come looking just like that. And you can finish cleaning out the edges, paint it however you want, pop holes in it, or not pop holes in it, attach it to something else, carve more emblems into it. But I'm selling castings of these. Go ahead, grab some, get your own, and then each time I do a quick casting like that, I'll start selling the molds of it. So just a quick piece like that, and I hope to do more of those if you guys enjoyed them. So how did the masquerade go? Asked Mr. Bad Mech. The masquerade was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of friends who didn't even know I was going to be there, so it was really nice to see a lot of my old friends from LA. So good times, good times. And so I've got an announcement. I will be moving back to Los Angeles soon. So, yeah. Some reasons, just the scene down there, a lot of more art scene. I don't want to do so much of the costume stuff as I want to do original work, like original sculpts like that. I want to get more into that, or doing some like set studio work, original custom commission pieces. That's kind of my passion more. It's what I was really getting into when I was down there in LA, and it's what I want to continue doing more of. So, packing up shop, and I will be going down to LA. Looking to do that sometime after DragonCon, which, surprise, I am going to DragonCon now. And that's what this costume is for. Before I wasn't planning on it, but I will be there, and if you see me, you can harass me and give me I will give you a sticker. Well, don't harass me, but if you'd like, I will have stickers. I bought way too many stickers, so handing these guys out. Come by, say hi, see what's up. I'm wearing this, and I think that's my big costume I'm wearing during the day. I'll be roaming around. I don't have plans. I'm not going to be in the parade, but if you find me wearing purple armor and purple shutter shades, come by, say hi, see what's up. Anything else? Oh, check out my Patreon. It's still going. Got some more patrons. Thank you so much. Once I get everything moved out and set up in LA, I'll send out some little fun care packages and stuff. And because I'm moving, I'm going to be selling some stuff. So some other props, things I've got laying around, selling some things to try to help pay for, packing up shop and moving everything out there. So things like extra castings I have, things that I painted up for display pieces, I'm going to be selling those. Things like the hammer that I made, I'm going to be selling that, or I am selling that. So we'll see. I'll put a list up of everything that I'm going to be selling. So check that out if you're interested in some of the props that I've made. And then also the masks are for sale too. So, alright, let's get back to this. Actually, let's see how well that paint is dried. I love this Design Master stuff. It dries pretty fast. That's already mostly dry. Usually it's still a little tacky by now, but I'm a fan of this stuff for foam fabrication. It's all weird. It does not smell good anymore. Just leave this on there so when I'm walking around, I'm like, ooh, pick up a hot dog and just rub it on my armor. Mustard. Delicious. Okay, so I'm going to put on another coat so it layers up a little bit. So that way when I remove it, there's a nice little lip, so it looks like it's a nice thick coat of industrial grade military strength paint. So, give it one more coat. I let that dry, and now I have a purple thumb. So once that's done, and I remove that and clean that all off, what I'm going to do after that is start doing washes and then dirtying and grinding up the recesses, and that'll really give it a nice depth and some wear and tear to it. So I'll do like mixes of browns and black and kind of rub those on the stand recesses. I'll use some of my pigment powders. I'll go over, I might highlight some of the metal areas where it looks a little dull. I can bring it out with a silver Sharpie, and it'll really add a lot of depth and detail to it. So I have another piece outside. I have to go check and see how well that's doing. And if it's doing good, I gotta put the silver layer on it, because I woke up this morning, I put on my flight suit because it just came in the mail and I was testing to make sure it fit alright. And then lo and behold, I realized I was forgetting a piece of the armor. I completely forgot to fabricate the neck guard. So that's why the stream was late today, because I had to do that. So I had to quickly scurry, make up a pattern, and throw that guy together. Yes, the move, Mr. Badback asked. Does that mean I'll be able to stand up straight and not hit my head on the ceiling? That is one of the key features of a shop that I'm looking for. It's height clearance. It's nice, it's warm, it's cozy, but the Hobbit hole is not good for me. And then you don't have to worry about padding the ceilings at all. So that is the goal. I would like to start doing more live streams, more sculpts, more original castings and pieces like that. That is the plan once I get started back down there. So. But it might take me a little bit to get things rolling again with the live stream and all that. But I will have some kits and things for sale. I will still keep doing that. And every now and then I'll pop in and do a tip. So it might take me about a month to really kind of get things set up again. We'll see. Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll find an awesome place and be able to set up shop right away. Got a lot of good friends, a really good artistic, creative community down there. So I can have guest stars maybe come in and we can work on something together and do a live stream. So maybe people like Evil Ted Smith, if you haven't checked him out, he's got awesome stuff. Commander Holly, my buddy Steve Winsit of Genius Concepts. All kinds of cool people. Steve Meisner of Solo Roboto Industries. Probably said that wrong. Is down there. A lot of great people, a lot of creative, awesome, fun people. So lots of collaboration going to happen. Exciting. Stay tuned for that. Alright, once again, I'll be right back. I'm going to run outside, and I'm going to check the status of the neck guard. So the Plastidip is not quite entirely dry yet. You want to make sure that whatever you put down before you put down the Design Master stuff is set entirely. And the reason being for that is, if you don't, since this dries faster, especially the metals, it'll create a coating over top of that, and then anything underneath, it's not going to set anymore, it's going to stop. So it's going to get gooey and gummy underneath, and it's going to really just mess up your entire day. I learned that the hard way the first time I used Design Master's metals. Because I did a data pad with it. It looked great, it looked wonderful. I picked it up and I went to turn it over, and then I realized I pushed my hand in and I gave it ample time to dry, at least so I thought, and I left a fingerprint in there, and I moved it, and it was just gummy. It was nasty and gooey and gummy, so I had to scrape the entire thing off, sand it down again, and this was all the last day before a con. So make sure that your paint layers are dry before you put the next layer of paint on, especially if it's a different type of paint, because they all dry at different rates, and climate affects everything. So, lesson learned. All right, let's check the status of the paint here. Alright, give that just a moment longer. I think I'm going to try the mustard method again. And this time we're going to go with good old ab piece here. This really just makes me want hot dogs. Freaking love hot dogs. Sorry, I'm talking out loud because I'm thinking with my stomach. I don't want to go too overboard. I just want to get like edges and subtle things like that. Because the more I weather this, the more I have to weather the suit. Mustard. I haven't heard good things about the brush on Plastidip. Just because it's hard to get a nice, consistent, even coating. The spray-on is much better from what I've heard. So I've only used the spray-on, and I haven't heard anything good about the brush-on. So, just since you mentioned you want to try the brush-on. Alright, now let's show you guys this method. So you can get this stuff at almost any art supply store. You can get it on Amazon too, and I link it in my ebook, so you can check that out, and also some tutorials I've done. And it smells disgusting, because it's latex. Latex does not smell good. The problem I have with this stuff, like it's nice, it works good, and you can kind of get some nice details with it, is the viscosity kind of sucks, and it wants to beat up, and it doesn't really want to stick as much, so it's kind of hard to really control it well. If it was a little thicker, like a paste, so maybe a different kind of latex would be good. It's a little like a peanut butter almost, that kind of consistency. This stuff is pretty thin. And it will dry clear, so what it helps to do is build up a couple layers, about 3 or so you can see it, because then it'll start to turn yellow the thicker you get. You can see how it just beads up right there if I do a line. So you got to keep applying onto it. It's a pain. Yeah, I think the mustard is a bit faster because you don't have to layer the mustard multiple times. But hopefully you don't have a version of mustard. Happy little weathering. Happy little scratches. Will be our little secret. How's it going, Vex Effects? I got some more people in chat there. That's it for a moment. We'll layer it up again, and then we'll go back to the mustard method. It's my new band, the Mustard Method. Hurry up and wait. Gotta love when stuff is drying. Yeah, no, I was just down in LA a week ago. It hit like 110 something. So I don't miss that. I don't miss that about LA. The hottest I've been in is 120, and that was in Arizona. So that's where I am from, and that oh man, it's like having the oven on, and then you open the oven to put something in, and that waft of heat that just hits you. That's what it's like walking out the door. And oh jeez, my mother came to visit, and she was trying to explain to my brother how hot it gets, and she'd say, "Oh yeah, like birds will just follow the sky and die. Like, they will. Like animals will die from the heat. It just gets ridiculously hot out there." That's why a lot of people ask me why I have this carpet dashboard cover, because it looks really weird. But the problem is you have to have that in Arizona, because if not, it'll just destroy your dashboard because of the heat coming through the windshield of your glass. If you leave anything in your dashboard, it's melted. Leave a CD up there. I've had that happen before in high school. Leave a CD on the dashboard and it melts. It gets crazy hot in Arizona. So yeah, Phoenix. Phoenix is the worst. Actually, you know what's worse than Phoenix? Middle of nowhere, sand, not too far from where they shot some Tatooine scenes. So yeah. Yes, it is like sticking your face just into, I don't know, probably a heat gun more. It's pretty bad. I had to stop in Yuma to get gas when I was going to San Diego Comic-Con, and AC's going, shades are up, tinted windows, everything's fine. Gets low on gas, like, oh, I'll just pull over here, not looking at the temperature outside and in the car, and I step outside, and it was just a complete, like I was on fire. It was just so hot. So I quickly made my way into the gas station, paid, got my gas, and got back into my air-conditioned car. It was brutal. But I do love the look of the desert, and the most beautiful time is when it rains in the desert. Once a year they call it monsoon season, and it is no joke. Getting rain going horizontally, lightning is struck right across the street from me. It's really hot, but it's beautiful. And the downside in Arizona is I know a lot of people say, Worbla, use Worbla, but I've had friends who have tried Worbla who live in Arizona, and because it's so heat sensitive, it just warps. Even foam, like things will have issues out there because of the heat. As long as you don't leave things in the sun or have a climate-controlled workshop, things should be just fine. Alright, we'll go with that. Let that set up and dry for a bit. Yeah, the mustard method, way faster, way easier to see. And I'm going to guess it's way easier to clean off. So let's go check on those pieces. It looks good. I'm going to get a little bit of water, just because this is going to be messy. And I'm going to get some paper towels and water, and we're going to wipe that down. And we're going to see what it looks like. All right. Yeah, I really wanted to be able to live stream this, but the thing with live streaming is I'm talking, I'm answering questions, I'm having to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and when it's crunch time, sometimes I don't have time to do that. So I kicked this guy out in such a short amount of time. We just got in the zone and went for it. So, all right, here we go. Gunky and nasty. I might even run this under the sink, honestly. Oh, yeah. I don't want to go run that under the sink because now it's inside these little things right there. Last thing I want is moldy mustard. So I'm going to go run this under the sink. Boom. A little bit of weathering there. A little bit of paint peeling the edge, it's fine though. Alright. Some washes and weathering over that. So now let's go grab the latex one. There's the latex one. Now you can barely see it, like here's a piece here. You gotta be really careful you don't scratch the paint. So what I've found is taking like a razor blade here. You just kind of scratch the edge. I've got this little chisel. You can kind of see right there, but trying to get it up. So there we go. And then so once you can get the paint, there we go. Just find the edges of those. What pain it is. But I said but. Am I gonna hit what with the wire brush? XFX? You're asking if I'm gonna hit this with a wire brush. It will not because it is foam. Yeah, even with the messiness, I kind of like the mustard with it a little more. It's just a lot easier. And since the name of the game right now is speed, not be at PAX, because I'm going to be busy packing up the shop. Take advantage of the time that Bill is out of the shop to pack the shop. More people in the shop make it a little difficult, so moving things around. So. Definitely more time consuming to take off this stuff. Because it is much less visible. I think it would work better on a hard surface than it would foam. Because it'd be much easier to find. Oh, that actually pulled up a silver. Yeah, that's no bueno. That's okay though, we can touch that up just a little bit. Yeah, so it looks like we're going with the mustard method. So there we go. A little more weathering. After I've already covered this guy in latex. Actually, just peel that off right now. Get the mustard on. Let that sit so it dries up all the way. All right, let's grab the other piece. I think that settles it. Mustard if you have time constraints and using foam. Just got to make sure that you wash it off in the sink. If I did that though, it would tear up the foam because this is all just foam floor mats. So if it was real metal then, or plastic, yeah, definitely a lot more would do. True, yeah, I could try that. Alright, so set this guy aside. Let's go for shoulder next. Keep it subtle. Now maybe brushing this would be a little easier. Oh god. Oh god, what have I done? Too much. Too much. Yeah, we're gonna brush it.
guy back up.
Goes pretty pretty. Alright, so here's the add piece. I'm gonna go wash that off.
What?
There we go. Yep, a little bit of mustard on there still. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Just gonna add some grime and weathering to it. Normally to go a lot more detailed with this, but it's a speed job, so I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Let's get this guy done. Shoulder piece. I am craving hot dogs too. All this mustard makes me want some freaking hot dogs. I think I know what I'm doing for dinner. Now for the emblems, instead of painting to make things just quicker, faster, cleaner, less dry time, I'm just going to do vinyl stickers. I'm going to be a slacker. Because this is literally a last-minute decided costume for Dragon Con. When you can afford to be a slacker, do it. Also, I'm not getting paid to make this. So, more reasons to take shortcuts. Although, had I the time, I really, really wanted to make the dubstep gun. But a little bit too much intense on the lights and moving bits, and I didn't want to make it if I didn't have all the lights and everything in there. Would not have been as fun. Plus, I'd love to hook one up to a speaker, so that way I can actually play music. Which would be a perfect Dragon Con prop. you've never been to Dragon Con, it is basically a 4-day costume party. Lots of shenanigans and fun. Right. Alright, get a couple more pieces, and then I'm going to have to call that day on the live stream, because I still have to go run to the apartment complex, pick up the package before the office closes, and I have to go into Joann's and pick up straps.
It's a new one.
So when you got your last one over here, you got on one of my pieces, and I got hair on my paint.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had to pick it out, that's fine. Oh, thank you. Let's add more hair. Bill Duran, everybody.
Everybody.
Helping
You
me
like
be
that
productive.
mustard?
I love that. I'm having hot dogs for dinner now. Cause
Which one did you use mustard on?
The ones over there. I'll show you. Nice thing is it's easy to see.
Oh, on the purple?
Well, on anything. Well, yeah, you can it builds up faster. You don't have to wait for it to set.
Yeah.
You just paintbrushes.
It's a nice
Just
purple.
don't do it when you're hungry.
Hot dogs now.
Yeah, this is a pain to get off now.
Here we go. Or my little fur donut thing.
Your fur donut. That sounds dirty.
Yeah.
Yay! Stuff.
It's a horn thing with fur on.
Ferned whore donut thing.
You heard it?
You heard it right, folks. Should really switch this to not safe for work. Right, I think that is all. Now let's apply mustard. People say hi, Bill. About to lick this armor because I'm so hungry right now. Just said that out loud. Mmm, delicious. Boom, there we go. So a little bit of the edges there. Clamp it and spray it. All right, let's do the chest piece. Let's go for it. Boom. All right. Let's see. Start up here. Bridge. Happy little weathering. Happy little weathering. Look Maybe there's a little scratch that just lives right over here. It'll be our little secret. Let's give that scratch a little friend. Yeah, another little scratch. Okay, I'll stop with the Bob Ross. Growing up, Bob Ross was my hero. Anything that man said was magical. The way he talked, the way he painted. If my mother ever wanted me to shut up, she'd just sit me down in front of the TV and put on Bob Ross. I would sit there in complete silence, fascinated by his painting, and I would sit there and just eat my yogurt-covered raisins and be completely content with life. And then I discovered the works of H.R. Giger, and everything went downhill from there. Now, Giger is a huge influence. I love his work. I think one of the things that really got me inspired was him, M.C. Escher, Vincent van Gogh, and literature-wise, H.P. Lovecraft. The way he describes the imagery he puts in your head, I just found to be fascinating and beautiful, and really just drawn into it. It's my inspiration. A couple of scratches there. So there are a few pieces of this armor that I intentionally did not go over. That being the butt flap, because I want to sit down, and the elbow pieces, because I didn't feel like having elbow pieces that would cut into my arm with the straps and just be a nuisance and uncomfortable. So, plus there's not enough going on the arm. You've got bracers in the back of the hand, these crazy big shoulders. Last thing I want to do is add more to it. So I just said screw it, and I left those out. It's okay. That's what happens when you do armor from video games. Is you have to sometimes take certain things and elements out because in the real world they don't work so well. I mean, elbow pads work well in the real world, but some designs are not very functional and practical because they can ignore physics. They can ignore comfort and mobility because it's all for looks. And armor can clip into itself from a video game. It can't in the real world. And I just smash my head in the camera. Ah, damn! So graceful. I was graceful as a water buffalo. Happy little scratches. Happy little scratches. Dolly is also another great one, yes. Still want that hot dog, goddammit. Fact, I might go get a hot dog immediately after I close this stream. So there's one downside of working with mustard. It makes you hungry. But no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. That armor smells delicious. Cool. Alright, I'm going to go hang this guy up with my little tab in the back. So that way I don't have to worry about bracing this on anything. There we go. Cut this guy. Right. Well, I think I'm going to call it there, because I still have to run a bunch more errands to get this costume done in time. So any questions that you guys might have, go ahead and throw them my way right now, and I'll answer those as best I can. And I will be at Dragon Con. I might stream one more time before Dragon Con, we'll see. And I will keep everybody up to date with the move to LA, what's going on with that, make a big announcement on the Facebook there, and keep you guys posted on the upcoming projects and things I'm going to be working on. So, what questions you guys got for me? Or Bill, since he's right over there. This guy's off. Oh, those questions coming to chat. I'm going to go check the status of the paint job outside. I'll be right back, answer some questions, and then I will close it out. So, be right back. Alright, gotta give that guy a little more time to dry. I don't see any questions, so yeah, if you guys want to know more about painting, I've got my painting ebook out, or I answer questions on Twitter, Facebook, you name it, go check it out. If you want to see more live streams like this one, more in-depth streams, want to help me improve the quality by adding more cameras, better lighting, better all-around setup, do this more often, go ahead and consider being my patron on Patreon, or at least spreading the word, getting it out there. It helps immensely and is greatly appreciated. And thanks guys for stopping in. So I'll catch you all later. And if you're